What happens when you stop trying to impress women? Well, you're probably going to have a very happy dating life because all of the natural, organic male to female dynamics and phenomenon start working in your favor. But the question is, what does it mean to impress women? Impression, basically by definition in this context, it means that you are doing things to try to cause that woman to like you. Basically, you're saying nice things, doing nice things, buying nice things, making nice efforts, making extra energy in the way that you communicate to be extra nice, to make them like you. The perceived reason why you're doing those nice things is to win her favor, which is perceived make her favor doing something intimate with you. Basically, you're being nice to try to get laid or to try to avoid rejection or something like that. So what if you stop doing that? What if you stop trying to impress women, basically trying to please them, to cause them to like you so you can get a date or time or phone number or leading to intimacy? What if you stopped all of that? Well, then you would live a very different life. Let's imagine how that would look for a second and eventually how it's going to work for you. It's true to say that many single, younger guys who are not great with dating, they're pretty preoccupied with trying to get connections and attention and favor from women. So they do a lot of things to try to impress women. Their job, their fashion, their clothes, their gym, they do that for that purpose. But let me give you a little secret that dating coaches know that you probably don't. There's no way in this world that you will ever have a causal effect onto other people. There's no control of that. There's no way that you can control what you do and know that you're going to have a certain reaction from other people. So the big secret is a really good dating coach or a guy who really understands female psychology. He knows that there's nothing he can do to create a certain kind of an outcome. So if you live with that logic and you understand that as a truth of reality, you stop trying to control other people. So you shift to controlling yourself to the best of your ability, to the best of your motivation, discipline, and implementation of the things that you want to do. So imagine that. If you try to control yourself to the best of your ability in terms of fashion, grooming, career, low stress lifestyle, looking after yourself, looking good, going to the gym, feeling good with your achievements and your activities and your hobbies and your passions, that would be you impressing yourself, satisfying yourself, and fulfilling yourself. You're serving yourself and you start to celebrate yourself. And then we get to this kind of criteria called vibe. Then you have a good vibe. And that's kind of like an esoteric concept, because once you get to the description of you having a good vibe because you're fulfilling yourself, doing the things that make you feel good, that is an infectious thing that can't really be measured. What's the alternative to that? A bad vibe is a guy who's trying to impress other people. Did you like my compliment? Did you like my invitation? Did you like my date? That is an unsure vibe. That's a bad vibe, an unfulfilled vibe. It's not ideal. And you know, it almost seems greedy for you to look after yourself and to fulfill yourself first, to want to make money, look good, feel good, retain a low stress, high resilience lifestyle. Doesn't that sound kind of greedy that you're not serving other people? But the reality is, in this world that we live in, as long as we're social human beings, you need to make sure that you look after yourself first and your well-being so that you can interact with other people really, really well. And then you know what? It actually becomes a competition. We are human. And as long as we are human, we're going to be competitively minded, socially minded. The way that women are going to evaluate you compared to other guys that they're meeting is who has the best vibe, who has the best self-fulfillment and happiness. So yes, that does mean some greed, and yes, that does mean you can start doing things that you really like. And then when you start living your life in that way, celebrating yourself rather than trying to please others, fit in with others, or live in reaction to others, that's what we summarize in dating coaching world as expression, not impression. You're trying to express yourself, you're not trying to impress others. One of the good things is when you live in a state of celebration and expression, it's like nobody can hurt you, because you're doing things your way and you invite people into your life if you're curious about them and you're interested in them. If you're not curious, you simply don't invite them into your life. The good thing is, if you have a good life and a good vibe and a better vibe than other guys around you, you're going to be a sought after entity and you're going to create a fear of loss because you are going to be a rare entity and easily recognized. They say that only about 7% of guys get it and are actually attractive, whereas 93% of the guys out there, they're dating out of fear, dating out of scarcity, and they're kind of settling for a bad choice because they never understood this. They never knew that they could put themselves first, develop a vibe, and then invite a beautiful prospective partner into their life. So if you stop trying to impress women, how is that going to look in terms of your sub-communications and your micro sub-communications? I'm talking basically Jedi mind tricks by you living your life authentically on your terms, doing things you want to do and putting your priorities first. So say, for example, let's look at the two interaction points that you would have with the women that you're meeting, the point of meeting, and then later how that would look on a date. So if you're meeting a woman that you're highly curious about, you're attracted to, you're interested to see what's going to happen, and you're in that conversation, the guy who's making an impression, he will be holding his breath, high center of gravity, his eyes will be wide, he'll be worried, he'll be self-conscious, and he'll be fearful about what he's doing, if it's working or if he's embarrassing himself or messing up. The guy who's not trying to impress girls, he's going to think, I don't care if this person likes me or not, I can't control that. I don't care if this person judges me or not, I can't control that. You have no idea how any person out there is going to be. Somewhere amongst all of that, I trust that I'm doing okay, I have goodwill into others, and that's really, really important. You can live life on your terms, but you need to have goodwill unto others. That's basic human nature anyway. Unless you're jaded or frustrated towards women, then you've got some therapy to do, but otherwise keep that goodwill. Say, for example, somebody says something that you don't agree with. Then you can openly disagree, roll your eyes and relax. If you're not trying to impress people, you're going to be at ease when you speak to others, which means you're going to have a lower center of gravity in your body, closer to your hips, rather than up in your neck and your head and your face. When you're not trying to impress people, you breathe easily in the conversation. You don't find yourself holding your breath. When you're not trying to impress women, you will have divided attention. As much as you're polite to the person that you're speaking to directly, you're also going to have an awareness of other people around you, that person's friends, your friends, the wait staff, and things like that. The person who's trying to make an impression is going to be at 100% undivided focus, which is pretty uncomfortable to the listener, to be honest. The guy who's not trying to impress women, when he invites a woman into his life, he does it out of passion. He thinks it'd be fun and exciting to invite that woman, that girl, that love interest to come and do something with him that he's passionate about. And it could be anything. Hey, I love this cafe. They've got this incredible menu. It's a really great, good vibe scene with all people walking their dogs on a Sunday morning. I love that. I'd love to bring you there. I think you'd really enjoy that. You want to come? The offer's on the table. Take it or leave it. If it's not going to be you, it's going to be the next girl. Whereas the guy who's trying to make an impression, he's like, is the thing that would please you most is to go to the cafe that you think you would like? He's trying to serve the person. He's trying to customer service like a maitre d' at a restaurant. You don't want to be that kind of guy. I know in my experience, I always love going to cigar bars. Not all women love cigar bars, but generally they have really lovely menus, great cocktail menus, beautiful interior design, and great ventilation. So one of the things that would happen in my historic past when I met a girl, I'm like, oh, there's this cigar bar in New York or London or Melbourne or Sydney. Come and meet me there. It's brilliant. And they're like, oh, I don't like cigars. Well, fair enough. All good. If it's not your thing, fair enough. I'm sure you'll love it. And then with a little bit of that classic 4 times rule, stand up for what you've just offered, not trying to impress, but rather to celebrate yourself. You can then inspire and persuade with passion that person to come and do what you want to do. I want you to then understand the psychology that would be happening inside that woman's mind and heart when she encounters a guy like this. This is kind of hard for a lot of guys to understand, especially if you're not that familiar with female psychology. But here's what happens. When a girl or woman encounters a guy who's like that, who doesn't need acceptance and is not worried about rejection, she automatically does this kind of subconscious algorithm and she realizes, shit, if that guy doesn't need me, is not trying to please me, and if that guy is not worried about losing me, that guy must have choice. I want to be chosen by somebody with choice, somebody who has options, somebody who clearly is popular with other women, other people, and is strong in his place in society. I only want to be getting attention from the kind of guy who doesn't care as much as I do. That's valuable to me. An important person likes me. I'm drawn to that. I feel drawn to connect with somebody who's in a strong mental and emotional position, and I'm really excited that I'm getting attention from somebody in a strong mental and emotional position. Alternatively, if the woman is encountering a guy who's not in a strong mental and emotional position, and she's thinking, this guy really wants to please me, his happiness is based on if I'm happy. That's the wrong way of going about it. He's trying to serve me rather than serve himself as his main character and then bring me into it so we can have this whole win-win relationship and this win-win lifestyle. And that just doesn't feel right. Now, the thing is, to all of you guys watching this video out there, the world that we live in is basically a capitalist world. Whereas the harder you work, the harder you serve your bank account, your job, your body, your calorie count, the more you serve the things that you own or possess in this world, generally the better it is. That's capitalism. But the alternative to that is some kind of like communism, where basically if you're greedy and lazy and assume that everything's going to be okay and you put yourself first in this kind of individualistic sort of way, that's actually a better mentality in dating, but it goes against Western society of which you've been brought up in. Do you remember Tyler's famous statement? You're socially conditioned. You're socially conditioned to try to serve others if you're the regular nice guy who's used to being told to try to fit in. But when it comes to dating, you gotta put yourself first. Stop trying to make impressions on other people. Then put yourself first, celebrate yourself, pursue the things that excite and fulfill you, and then bring those people into your reality. So when you move past the meeting point, you get to the dating point, the date is a platform for you to have the fun that you want to have. What is fun for you? Is that walking in a beautiful scene in your city? Is that going to your favorite restaurant, eating your favorite food and bringing the person over there? Is that going to Dave and Buster's or Time Zone or a video game arcade where you can shoot the basketball? For me, that's what I like doing. I like going to a cigar bar and a cocktail bar. Then I like going to a video game arcade and playing racing games with the person because that brings me alive. I would get a date who thinks that that's kind of silly or lame. Hey, fair enough. They can go and have their judgment and give that judgment to a different guy. I let that kind of person go. And in my experience, when I've let that kind of person go, they've come around and want to come back to me a little bit later and thought at a later date it would have been fun to do those sorts of things and they regretted not doing it. But this also pertains to intimacy. So many of you guys who are trying to impress women, you think that if you impress her, then you get this holy grail of nudity and intimacy and intimate passion, which you think is the most important thing. Wrong, that's incorrect. Those guys who are not trying to impress women, they realize that intimacy is part of a good time. It's not the point of a good time. So if you then have a great date and you're relaxed together, you're emotional together, you have tension together, and you want to celebrate not just yourself, but celebrate one another with that intimacy, with consent, with passion, in a good old safe space, that's done out of the pursuit of more fun and a win-win environment because yes, humans do like intimacy when it's done the right way. And if you can be proud of that and celebrate that and ask for it consensually, then everybody is winning. Whereas the guy who is trying to impress, he's worried if he's gonna lose his opportunity for intimacy at the end of the date if he doesn't do things properly or if he messes things up. What a horrible state of mind to live in. So one common theme with everything that I teach on my direct mentorship, which you can sign up for today, or the group events that we do in different places around the world, is that we want your game to be like you are the host, having ideas and showing the girl or the woman a really good time. And if you do that, it becomes a win-win situation. I always say, men are blunter objects. We don't get as affected by rejection or imperfection because we're just dumber. We're just dumber objects. So if things don't go well, we're like, duh, that didn't go very well. Okay, next thing. Whereas women are much more socially intelligent and socially aware, so they're also more aware if things didn't go the way they wanted to or if it was a bit emotionally imperfect. Bluntness paves the way for you taking more risks, being a better host, and then creating opportunities for you to have fun and bringing people in to have fun with you. That's good dating, and that's the way that guys live who are not trying to impress, as opposed to those horrible guys who are trying to impress and thinking about dating all wrong. And the thing is, it's a harsh truth, most of the guys watching this video are going to be falling into that category of 93% of guys who just don't get it. Come and join us over here. Put yourself first. Stop worrying about performing, stop worrying about being judged or getting rejected. Put offers out there on the table. If they take it, they take it. If they leave it, they leave it. But live your life and invite people into it. Like, subscribe, book a call, and I can discuss with you personally the latest methods and strategies that we're using on our group programs or our direct exclusive program that can change your game immediately.